Hey, welcome back. New week, new opportunity. Monday has begun. So, funny enough, went to the jury service today and, well, the case for certain reasons could not go ahead. And me as the jury panel, the whole jury panel for this case has been completely dismissed. After that, we found out that there is new intake for jury service, and for that reason the second week we don't have to serve it, so happy days. Winning, I've got my freedom back. Came to the room that I was showing you last week. That wall will be painted now, so I've got it all sort of sealed around, so now I can just go with the paint. There is also some noise because there is some additional work happening downstairs. We're turning around electrical shower into a normal fitted in shower that's going to be connected to the entire of the property. So there is a lot happening, good work happening, and good beginning of the week, I would say. Good beginning of the week. It's not raining, it's warmer. Finally it's warmer, so happy days, and I'll keep you updated about how things go. And my work here is done. It's probably the fastest painting I ever had, because in 5 minutes I've got viewing in another property for another empty room. So I'm running around up and down on my stairs, but the wall is painted, as you can see. It's absolutely gorgeous. Smell of fresh paint, that what really makes my day. Okay, awesome, let's move on.
Tuesday today, welcome. We had an amazing session last night with our clients, with our mentees who are actively looking for rent-to-rent deals, actively making progress with that strategy and working hard towards their financial freedom. What a great session last night with some great shares. Predominantly well done to one of our clients, Cordian, who is in a massive momentum right now. He is reaching out to people, calling people, sending right messages, talking to them in the right way. And he said that just within 2 days, he managed to get 3 potential 4 deals or leads at that point, with great opportunities when it comes to the sector of service accommodation, HMO. And he said that all it did was just 2 days of communicating and contacting and filling up his pipeline. So now he needs to go through those deals, making sure that the numbers stack, and essentially viewing properties and submitting offers. That's the process, but when you do it over and over again, that's the best evidence and the best proof this can work absolutely well, and you can scale your rent-to-rent business up very fast. You just have to do it. And that's the biggest secret. You just have to do it. On the other note, I have received an email from electoral services, government website, whatever. Every now and again, they send us an email, so we need to update them with the list of tenants living at our HMOs, which is a bit of a pain in the ass, to be honest with you, because they ask for some personal information. I don't like to do it because it's all GDPR, and nowadays that data is very sensitive. However, it's electoral services. For that reason, when you get that sort of email or that sort of communication from electoral services, then please be aware that this is something that we have to do every now and again. Update them with who's living at those properties, what are the contact details, so they know who is kind of like occupying properties, to make sure that it's all up to date as well. Well, failing to do it, they say they can penalize you for that. They can put some fines on you. So I've never tried it. I always provide them with the right data. I just prefer to avoid rather than try and test. So there we are. Thursday is banging the door. Good morning. I am actually thinking what to do. I've got some items in a storage unit. That's actually crazy, guys. I wonder what you think about it, but I've got a storage unit that I'm renting just around the corner, and it used to be very handy, but right now I only have got like a couple of cupboards, a TV stand, and a TV in there. Oh, and a table with 4 chairs. The unit itself, it's much bigger, so it can hold like the entire 3-bedroom house, and that's exactly what we did. So we emptied one of the service accommodation units last year, and everything from that house, literally everything, went into that storage unit. But now we got rid of most of it, so we've got a few items left, and we were paying something like 164 quid a month just for storing those things. I'm like, that's actually waste. It's not that it's tons of money, but it's just a waste, isn't it? So we just thought, rather than just paying and not doing anything with it, I've just submitted a notice in that place, and we just have to transport all the furniture out from there by tomorrow, ideally. And we will see. But I was actually looking for a man with a van to help me out with it, but the guy gave me like a ridiculous price for all those items. I'm like, that's okay, I understand that you want to make money, but bloody hell, do not rip me off. It's like he gave me something like 120 quid for transporting a few of those bits from point 1 to point 2, and I think the distance is something like maybe less than a mile, and he gave me 120 quid for transporting them. So I'm like, bloody hell, I need to get a van, and I need to become a man with a van, I guess. But yeah, all good, all good. I finished my jury service early this week as well, so I'm happy because I'm catching up with a lot of things, and I'm actually making up for more things. We had a lovely mastermind this week, and Cordian absolutely is smashing it, so well done for that, mate. In less than 2 days, you secured, I think, 3 or 4 viewings, more opportunities, more new contacts, more relationships, and that's how momentum builds momentum. If you're aiming at securing 7 more rent-to-rent deals this year, with this momentum, you'll probably hit it in 6 months or less. Honestly, that's what I think. So keep on smashing it, bro. You will absolutely do it fine. And hopefully, your motivation and your action taking will motivate other people to go and grab their own deals. So if you're looking still for a deal, follow what Cordian is doing and you'll smash it just like he's smashing it as well.
Holy shit, I have to tell you something. I came into my patch, I've got a few HMOs in the area, and one HMO we're essentially pushing away today. So we're giving the keys back to the estate agent who we got that property from. So we had that property for 3.5 years. Now in November, we got a notice very, very randomly from that letting agent. No fault, no nothing. All of a sudden, they just tell us that they've got somebody who probably will be paying more, and they just want to terminate. And I felt that feels strange, considering we had that property for 3.5 years. We've got more properties from that letting agent, and moreover, I know one of the 2 landlords of that property because I'm managing other property for him as well, and everything was fine. I didn't see this coming, and all of a sudden, boom, there was like that notice, and I was like, okay, I took it on and I emptied the property. So literally I went in there today to make sure that all the rooms are empty. I know about one final tenant who's emptying the property today because she's moving to another place. So just as I was there, I was outside the property just doing a few bits and bobs. The landlord was there, the one that I know. And he's like, well, what's happening in this, that, and the other? And we have a normal chat, and I'm asking him, so what are you going to do next with 69? And he's like, well, what do you mean? I was like, you know, we're just emptying the property today, so what are you going to do with it? And he was like, I don't know anything about it. What's happening? And I was like, so you don't know about anything? And he was like, no, I don't. I was like, okay, so 2 months ago, we got a notice from the letting agent. They said that we've got 2 months to vacate the property, which is totally fine. I thought that they would only do that if they consulted that with you and the other landlord. And he said that he doesn't have an idea about what happened. Just as I was there, he's pulling out his phone, he's ringing the letting agent, and he's asking, what's happening with 69? And the letting agent is saying that Camille is moving out today. We have another tenant lined up, and he will be paying us something like 80 quid more. And he was like, why don't I know anything about it? Why nobody notified me? I've got a good tenant there for 3.5 years. All of a sudden you're telling me that he's out for the sake of 80 quid? Why would I do that? And he gave them a proper bloody bollocking. So he's like, he hung up on them and he's telling me, do you want the property back? And I was like, you know what? If you want me to get the property back, I can take it. But I need to know like now, because obviously otherwise I need to terminate all the bills and everything. And on top of that, we need at least 1 month to repopulate the property back, because we had a great bunch of people. Now we have empty property, so we need to start from scratch essentially. And he went, give me till tomorrow, I'll let you know. But he was absolutely fuming. And I'm like, you know what, calm down, have a ring to letting agent and try to figure out what you guys want to do. I've never faced anything like that. He was grilling them on that phone, like absolutely crazy. I love it. But with this positive note, I'm moving on. I'm looking for other properties, and I'll certainly have more properties with or without with that one. But it was just so funny. So we've got Saturday today, nearly end of the week, nearly there, and we're heading today to a networking event that's going to be happening in Sheffield. But on the way to Sheffield, we've decided to visit our tenants in one of our buy-to-lets, which is just over there. Probably you cannot see it, but we haven't seen the tenant for over a year now, so it's a good time to visit to see how they're getting on. How's the property like? Very happy with this tenant, so let's see what's awaiting.
And we've done our inspection actually yesterday. Came out from the property and we were rushing to a networking event, and networking event was also blowing away. But the actual property looked absolutely stunning. The tenant was there for like a year and a half, and honestly there is no sign of wear and tear. In all fairness, the property looks better than it looked before they rented it out. So very, very happy, very, very pleased. And also we managed to sort of sit down after a long time, and we found so many different things in common that we have. So we have a lot of great conversation, great vibe, and to be honest with you, I think very often people forget that in rental market and in owning properties and renting them out to people, the private sector is all about human relationships. And so happy that I typically have got a very good nose and a very good gut when it comes to finding good tenants, and I hope it's going to be coming in that same way moving forward in our business. But what a great day it was yesterday. Then, as I mentioned, we went to our networking event, and the highlight of the event was that there was a very famous and very, very popular chef and owner of multiple restaurants in Poland, and not only in Poland, a very big authority. And Miss Gessler, Magda Gessler, was there as the main guest. I think every single Polish person will know who she is, and then a lot of people who are not from Poland will also know who she is. She's like a Polish Gordon Ramsay, I would say. So she had an amazing speech. She had an amazing things to say, and the highlight of what she said was definitely to remember that it's so important to love what we do in life, and to love people, and to love food, and to love our health and our bodies. And I think that is just an amazing wrap up of the week. And what I'm actually doing today, just to wrap the thing up, is we have retrieved some of our furniture from our storage unit, and what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be preparing that for either donating things that are still good to use, and things that are not good to use will go to a skip. So as you can see behind me, there are some items like cupboards and things like that. So we will definitely get them prepared for transport either today or tomorrow. With this in mind, have a wonderful week ahead. Take care.